More disruptions may lie ahead for Air Canada passengers. Thousands of pilots from the airline could walk off the job in a matter of weeks, and demonstrations are being held today at several major airports across the country. The CBC's Lindsay Duncombe is tracking developments live from the Vancouver International Airport. So, Lindsay, what are the pilots calling for?
Well, what they want is significantly more money, Andrew, in addition to better retirement benefits and a greater work-life balance. The Air Canada pilots are at the end, it expired last September, of a 10-year agreement. That goes all the way back to 2014. So this new collective bargaining process, which has been going on since June of 2023, is to really deal with a lot of those issues, and the competition has different agreements with their pilots. In fact, the union told us that at the legacy airlines in the States that recently negotiated, some of those pilots are making around double what the Air Canada pilots are. And of course, WestJet pilots just recently renegotiated a collective agreement that saw them making 24% more over a 4-year period. So the union says they are looking to be treated or have an agreement that is closer in line with their counterparts at other airlines. Here's what they told us.
Our objective here is not to go on strike. We don't want to cancel flights. We take tremendous pride getting our passengers to their destination day after day, 365 days a year. Air Canada has the ability to stop this. They have the ability to prevent flight cancellations. They just have to finally come to the bargaining table and actually present an offer that reflects the value we bring to this airline.
Now, Air Canada says it doesn't want a strike either. And when it comes to its perception of what's happening at the bargaining table, Air Canada says they have made progress on significant issues, but because they're dealing with an expired contract that was a decade long, it will take time. It describes the strike mandate vote of the union, which was really strong at 98%, as part of the process. Right now, what we're in is a cooling off period. The soonest any job action, whether it be a lockout or a strike, could happen is September 17th. So what's happening at airports across the country with these pilots lined up with their signs is kind of a public relations exercise here for pilots to let the travelers who are coming and going know what it is that they're looking for. Because of course, in this climate, what you're looking for is public support. And when people are sick of having troubles whenever they travel, that's not easy for either side to get.
So if a strike happens, Lindsay, what would this mean for travelers?
A lot of frustration. You know, there are 5,000 Air Canada flights. We're talking of disruptions to, around 1,000 flights a day. Think of what could happen in smaller communities. You know, we know what happened in terms of WestJet job action earlier this year and how frustrating that was for many people at a peak travel period. So we are hearing from both the union and from Air Canada that they don't want to get to that point. There are also plans being made, though, just in case it does, and to deal with some of that, anticipatory stress of people who may have tickets. Air Canada has said that travelers who have tickets and are scheduled to travel on the airline that week where things might happen from September 15th to September 23rd, they can rebook, take the same trip just at a different date up until November, I believe, at no additional charge or fees. We all know there's a lot of fees when you change a flight, so they're trying to make that go away if people want to plan a different trip to avoid any potential strike. But again, both sides saying in this conciliatory cooling off period, they're hoping that a deal can be reached.
Lindsay, thank you. The CBC's Lindsay Duncombe live at Vancouver's International Airport.